Here's a quickie, but how pissed off is, what's his name there from the MDA?
Oh, Jerry?
Did they even have that this year?
Yeah, they did.
Oh.
I only caught...
Do we have audio?
I don't know. I only caught a few minutes of it. It is the worst show that they put on ever. I saw Jerry once. I watched a total of probably 45 minutes of it throughout the day, clicking on and checking. And I saw Jerry once the whole time. The rest of it was the local New York affiliate with Tony Orlando and some other guy. Yeah. And the acts they would bring on. Dude, they had a group of young tap dancers that came on and tap danced. And then they had some Guido Guinea from Brooklyn-looking guy singing some Italian songs or something. No one you've ever heard of. No one you would care to see. Rejects from a high school talent show. That's the type of talent that's supposed to captivate you long enough to keep you watching.
They gave up on celebrities and real talent at least 15 to 20 years ago. As far as this MDA Telethon
not that long
goes.
ago. I won't say that long ago.
10 years?
10 years probably. But I remember seeing things like, years and years ago, like they would bring out the Coochie Coochie girl, Charo.
Sure.
Now you're talking some big-time celebrities. You'd see a Tony Bennett would come out or something. Now you don't get anybody.
Tony Orlando is no small catch.
Well...
You think a lot of these celebrities secretly are saying behind the scenes, hey, look, we gave it the old college try, but we're not seeing a lot of progress here considering all the airtime that this telethon has gotten over the years.
I think that's annoying a lot of people. I think they get most of their money from corporate donations that come in. You get the big, you ever see every year they got the, hi, my name's Peter, and we're here for McDonald's to give money to Jerry's kids, and our donation is, shut up, and he has the big check, and he hands it over, and that's where they get their money now. I think most of the people in America are just kind of like, eh.
I saw a commercial for the telethon, and with all this Katrina coverage, you're thinking, oh boy.
Yeah.
Poor Jerry.
Yeah.
Poor Jerry. Because everyone is just focused on the Red Cross and Hurricane Katrina.
Yeah. I've heard him.
I thought he died, actually. Someone said to me he died, and for the last week I've wondered, has Jerry Lewis died? And then you just say that, I'm like, all right, he must be alive. I forgot to ask.
He was alive over the weekend.
No, he was trying to spin it. I saw an interview or something where basically he was saying some of the proceeds this year will go, to the victims of Hurricane Katrina. Because he had to tie it in somehow because
they did I think their first couple of hours or something that they did, all the money went. I think $3 million they raised, and it went to Katrina. And then they came up short this year, though. They didn't make as much as they made last year. I think a lot of people are kind of hurting from the Katrina thing. Sure. They're giving and decided to make a choice, and MDA lost out. And like Opie said, a lot of people are looking and going, how many goddamn years? This might just be one of those diseases. Look, sorry, there ain't no cure. Sorry.
Someone just told me a story about Jerry Lewis, because I like him, and somebody who said that there's some comedian walked up to him, like he was eating one time, and said, Jerry, I just want you to know that I'm a comic, I love you, and I've loved you. And Jerry was eating, and he didn't even look up, he just went, walk away. Walk away. While he was still eating.
Mom! I'm not the Lord. I have to do this now. It's impossible. I'm trying to tell you that. What do you want? You want the tears to come out of my eyes?
Walk away.
Just walk away.
Just walk away.
Just walk away.
Hey, all kidding aside, did Tony Orlando and Dawn do Knock 3 Times? I always love that song, except for the pipe clink I loathe.
Twice on the pipe.
Clank, clank.
Ugh. That's if the answer's no.
I know, but if the answer's yes, she's supposed to knock on the ceiling, because apparently she's 6'5".
But the point I'm trying to make, there's a lot of people that support other diseases out there, and they got to be really pissed off at the coverage the MDA gets every single year.
Every year, but it really isn't getting the coverage it used to. It really has it's fading away a little bit. I remember growing up, it was a big thing every year. It's like the muscular dystrophy telethon was a big thing. Everyone had it on at their house when you visited grandma and stuff. It was on. And
you begged mommy and daddy to stay up late.
Yeah, let me watch.
I want to see the overnight hours.
Yeah, that's when they bring out the good people. And, now barely gets any coverage. The TV stations don't want to donate as much time, so it's it's shorter than it used to be. And I don't know what Jerry's doing, but you barely saw him. You barely saw him. And Ed McMahon, my God, go into hiding like Johnny did. He wasted away. He can't talk anymore. He's known as being an announcer. Every time he talks, his voice is cracking. It's all raspy. And now let's go to the tote, Jerry. All crackly. Poor bastard.
That time is a bitch.
Oh, no one conquers it.
Why did they write down 61 million?
I don't know. Somebody asked you about what you make here?
His balance.
That's your contract?
His balance.
Yeah, but this is going to drive me nuts now. 61 million. Something we were talking about this morning. I wrote it down as a thought starter. 61 million. Oh, okay. Good.
Oh, Than pointed it out?
Yeah, the Jerry Lewis MDA telethon. That no one's watching anymore.
No one watches it.
So why is he setting records every year?
They used to give the telethon massive amounts of time, that whatever network it was on. He would call it the Love Network. It was usually Channel 9 here in New York. Some crap channel around the country, would pick it up. And they'd broadcast this thing, and it seemed like it went on the entire weekend. I think it did. Didn't it go on for like 3 days, this telethon? And Jerry would stay up, and Ed McMahon was there, and there would be real celebrity guests, and you always. I remember as a kid going over my grandmother's house, and they'd all be watching.
It was an end of summer tradition.
It was like an event, every Labor Day.
During your Labor Day, you would take a peek,
and you'd come back, and there was Jerry.
See what the number is, like, ooh.
Yeah, what's the tally up to? The tote board, and Jerry was awake. Oh my God, he's been awake for so long. Now it's on for like 45 minutes on one day. And it's all corporate sponsorship, so I guess that's why they made so much money. Are there any more individuals that give?
No, it's great. No
the
real
number flashing across the bottom.
No real celebrity wants to do it.
No, there is not one real celebrity that does this.
Because they don't get the good exposure out of it, so they're like, "Fuck the charity. I don't get good exposure. I'd rather."
Is there an audience
else.
there or no?
Yeah.
This is all from like McDonald's and Disney and stuff. They give these huge checks. And they get bigger every year. They're great tax write-offs for the corporation.
When they started giving huge checks back in the day, they're thinking, all right, with all the support, this disease will be licked in 10 years. We can deal with this.
10 years.
40 years later, they're like, oh, crap.
40 years.
We got to send another check in this year.
Is that what the kid who won last comic standing has?
No, he has multiple sclerosis. Wait.
He has CP.
Cerebral palsy.
Cerebral, yeah.
No one has muscular dystrophy because you can't do anything. Really, you can't. Like,
there's something funny about that. It's like no one knows anyone because you can't do anything.
You stay home and stare at the wall.
Night on the town.
Half of them get buried alive. No one knows.
You'll never walk again.
Oh, sorry.
Again.
No shit, because you'll be dead.
The words.
Jerry Lewis is 80. We did good, said Lewis, 80, looking choked up as the final figure. $61,013,855 flashed across the tote board Monday.
That's all they made?
I can only thank you from the bottom of my heart for so many little people that can't thank you, can't show their appreciation in any way. Oh, yes, they can. You hold that non-moving head, you give that mouth a fucking... Jesus, you're welcome.
He's doing a great thing.
What the?
It's a little kid that has MS or whatever the hell they have.
It's
I didn't say
muscular dystrophy.
That too. MD.
Whatever.
MD.
Here you go.
The guy's raised $1.4 billion, Jimmy.
Right.
Here, take a load on the face, old turnip root torso.
Oh, Jesus, Jim.
Jimmy.
These are poor children. Let's see.
And the money goes toward a lot of different things now.
To machines with lights.
Yeah. We're going to make a hat to fit his fat head now.
He doesn't have a fat head. Get your diseases right.
He had steroids shot in his head. He got fat.
Yeah, but he's not fat anymore.
Jerry did.
Jerry did. He doesn't have the MD, though.
I was talking about the little kids.
By the way, there's God with a sense of humor. Here's a guy who spent the last 40 years of his life raising $1.4 billion. Let's make him suffer at the end of his life.
That just goes to show you what a huge prick he is when he's not doing this. Dude, people can't stand
God.
You don't think he's pocketing some of this money, though? Trust me.
It's always been
he's got some
one of those things.
Stories came out many years ago. I don't know if it's still happening, but as far as like giving money to charity, they used to say that MD was the worst charity, one of the worst charities to give it to because a lot of the money didn't go for the actual cause.
A lot of overhead.
Well, yeah, too much money.
Jerry head
went to the
Jerry head from those little kids in the chair.
Muscular dystrophy, you can actually become a coroner. I remember there was a show. Remember Quincy?
Yes.
Quincy MD.
No, that's Doctor Stupid.
What?
Harassing you.
No, he had muscular dystrophy.
All right, listen.
I remember a commercial when I was a kid that was very scary as a kid because I've been a hypochondriac my whole life, and I can't watch medical shows. Yeah, I can't watch medical shows, and I can't watch things like that because I always think I'll have that thing. And it was a muscular dystrophy commercial when I was a kid.
And you obviously think that you'll get a disease if you stop talking on national TV.
Hey! Whoa! Where'd it come from? I don't know.
I was afraid nodes would show up. I don't want nodes.
I gotta keep talking, Dave. I don't want nudes.
All right. We'll be back after this. Back after this. Little song from the motion picture.
Oh, that's okay. Next time we'll work on water, Helen Keller.
Water?
What does that mean?
What?
Remember the scene where you try... Okay, hold on. Sorry, no one ever watched the Helen Keller movie.
No, how could you?
Jesus Christ.
I jerk off the first 5 minutes and I'm done.
All right, go ahead, Anthony.
I saw a muscular dystrophy.
It was just a cute smash. You can take it.
Johnny was a playful young boy, and one day he fell down. And then the next week he fell down again. Then he couldn't get up.
And every time I tripped over my own feet or something, because you're a kid.
You thought that was the first one.
I thought I had muscular dystrophy. I swear to God, I've been a nut my whole life. I can't watch medical shows. Like Medical Center would be on, and my mother would be watching that.
But I bet you're thinking, well, the first one they give you. It's when you do it the second time.
If you fall twice.
You fell the first time going, oh my God, I can never fall again in my life.
I can't fall, or else
I'm going
to be in the chair.
It's going to be the MD.
They're going to be pushing me out for the telethon in the wheelchair.
Yeah.
Very scary.
Do you die from MD or do you just fucking rot?
Oh, you die.
You rot from the spine out. It's bad.
Back in the day, I did a lot of work with MD when I was doing radio in Rochester, and I was like a playmate for a lot a kids. And
playmate? Like you took your clothes off?
Well,
did magazine shoots?
You show up with little bunny ears on and lap
did you tuck your cock back?
Did you rub your ass on their non-feeling legs?
I think that's
did you
why.
Tell them what you liked. I'm Opie. I think strong men.
I think that's why I'm bitter today, because back in the day I helped with the MD and made a lot of dreams come true. They would want to come into the radio station. I'd be the guy, show them around and show them how to do a radio show and stuff like that. Oof. And I would actually get to know them, and I would go on these picnics and these excursions and what have you to the stupid minor league game up there, the Rochester Red Wings at the time. And then you start feeling for these kids, and next thing you know, little Johnny's not around anymore, and they have to tell you the bad news that he died.
Yeah.
I couldn't take it anymore.
And Opie would go,
"You kidding?
I couldn't take
How did it happen?
Where?
Dawn Day?
You mean Crooked Arm dead?
I was just a part-time jock, and they would look at me like it's the greatest thing that has ever happened to them. And I'm like, I'm a nobody. And then I start thinking about their lives, and like, and then they're just dying off.
You sure it wasn't when you got up and walked out of your chair? They weren't astounded at that.
Yeah, wouldn't that make you feel guilty? Excuse me, I got to take a lick.
The older ones? The older ones love to drink, man.
Do they?
Oh, they love.
They admired that you could drink without spilling it on your chest.
Could they move at all?
Yeah.
But just like for the wheelchairs?
No, there were different stages. Some could even, do some of that walking.
Oh my God! I want to give to muscular dystrophy. Let's get some of them in here and make them do tricks.
Are you a crazy man?
I want to help.
We want this job for a while.
That's not helping.
You get how about there's a hula hoop, and you position one in front of it, and you push them through it, and you yell "ta-da!"
That is like
not
Chris Angel.
I couldn't handle it.
Are you ready? Listen, hey, what is MD anyways exactly?
It's muscular dystrophy.
Okay, what is it?
Muscles wither away pretty much.
Decide not to work for you anymore.
They don't work, and they get
terms.
atrophied, and then what happens, like your diaphragm, which is a muscle, stops working. and you pretty much can't breathe.
So they need things like hooked up like like Superman did?
Yeah, but then after a while, that doesn't do anything either.
Really?
It's over, Johnny.
And
they got little, like, their arm will be the size of, like, your thumb.
So what they lift with... Oh.
Let's say hi to Travis in Houston.
Travis has muscular dystrophy.
Travis?
Our own Travis. And Sam has it, too. Oh, no.
They have manular dystrophy.
Travis.
To work without getting shot, boys, down here in Houston.
What's that, buddy?
Hey, I'm just trying to get to work without getting shot. It's Houston, so... I was watching the...
Wait, what do you mean want to get to work?
You broke up there. What'd you open with?
I'm not sure what you're saying,
sounded funny.
Who's shooting people in Houston?
What do you mean?
No one. I'm just trying to get to work without getting shot.
Why?
Because it's Houston.
What's wrong with Houston?
I was just there this weekend. It was fine. What's wrong with Houston?
Well, you killed, too. I saw you. You were great.
Why do you get killed if you're in Houston?
Because, this little town called New Orleans to the east of us decided to dump all their shit in our backyard. You know what I mean? Anyways, what I was going to say was the telethon. Cheap Trick performed. Real relevant. What is this, 1975?
Cheap
Trick. I don't think so.
Did he play the 6 guitars?
No, well, they had him out there for some ungodly reason. He didn't even fucking touch him.
What song did he sing?
They sang the fucking "You Want Me to Want You."
All right, I'm ready with that.
Did he throw out his guitar picks at the end, like a million of them?
I want
like
you
a million
to
of them on the
walk.
microphone stand. He was terrible.
No.
I want you to want me. God, why would I have anything to say?
I want you to look at me.
Yeah. And it is a cheap trick that God played on these poor children. That is awful.
Surrender, but don't give your legs away.
This is a lackluster performance. Isn't this the studio version? You usually hear the live from like Japan version.
This is the NEM.
Who is this?
It is.
No, it isn't.
It's Robin Zander.
What is this, Derek? I know it's Cheap Trick. What version, though?
The Dream Police. Da 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 da. Come on.
God, they have like 2 good songs, and the rest of it is dreck.
I'm doing business over here.
All right, so
I was working at the 7-Eleven.
Hold on.
Congratulations to Jerry Lewis, 60 million.
Bobby, I didn't hear you.
I said they
have a
Cheap
couple?
Trick had a couple good. I saw them.
I said they have 2 good songs, and Dummy corrected me. No, they had a couple good songs. Oh, thanks for straightening me out.
A couple more than your 2. That makes 4.
I said 2, you said couple.
I don't know how to say. I know a few, I know a couple, but I don't know how to say 4.
Several. How many? Several good songs.
How many is a few, by the way?
3.
That's what I think, too.
3.
Most people say it's not, though.
It is. It's 3.
I like 3.
I like 3, too.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Take a few cookies. I always go and take 3.
You take 3. It's 3.
When they say take a few, I eat all of them and then throw the crumbs on the muscular dystrophy boy's chest and say, if you can pick them off, you can eat them.
Jesus.
What do you have against the poor children?
They're all faking it.
You know what? Jimmy, why don't you talk to Shane? His brother has muscular dystrophy.
Oh, no.
Let's talk.
Go ahead, Shane.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, dude, how old is he?
Guys?
How about educating?
Dude, how old is he?
Why don't you educate Jim, man?
Dude, go ahead, you talk. Why would I have a question to ask just because I'm on the radio? Go ahead, now, you would know.
No, go ahead. How old was he is the question.
I'm sorry about that.
How old was he?
How old was he?
Yeah. He was 25 when he passed.
How long did he have it?
All his life.
Do you know when you were a kid that you
I
had
had
it?
it all his life. He didn't know any better. That's all right.
Born with it.
Huh?
You're born with it. Like, did it start in then, or did like when you're older?
No, with him it started right away. There's different kinds of muscular dystrophy. He had Becker's.
Can you catch it?
Can you catch it? No.
Yeah.
You cannot catch it.
No, if we could catch it, we'd be burning them. We don't like...
Jesus.
That's how we are as people.
What the hell, King?
I'm just saying that's how we are as people. If something was that devastating and you could catch it, like if cancer,
well,
let's say,
we could try to cure it and put them on an island. We don't have to burn them.
Okay.
We had an island with lepers
I'm just saying,
on it,
things like that, like cancer, if that was contagious... Forget about it. What do you think we'd be doing?
How bad was he when he died?
Burning people alive.
Could he move at all?
Every Sunday.
Stacked like cordwood.
All right. We're going to the burning this Sunday.
Yeah. I say the next survivor should do it with MD kids.
What?
What? Survivor MD Island?
Survivor with MD kids, and well, I got the audio of the show.
Jesus! Oh my God!
Sir,
scared faces in the dark.
Oh, that is not right.
Trying to get their wheelchair out of the sand.
How come it seems like more guys have it than girls?
Well, it's the Woodpeckers, it's 50-50 shot.
50-50 where it counts.
I actually know why.
We kill the women. We
no,
burn that.
No, we don't.
Yeah,
we just put them in the hospital, and the orderlies fuck them, so they don't report that they have it because girls can't move or yell.
Jesus.
When he passed away, was he unable to move completely?
No, he was able to move up until he put himself in a wheelchair at about 23.
It's a brutal disease.
Wow, that's awful.
All kidding aside, that disease stinks.
Yeah.
What disease doesn't stink? I get it, but I mean that one is
anything that your body turns on you like that is awful.
Is Lou Gehrig's disease part of MD?
No.
No,
more of a nervous system.
That's why it's Lou Gehrig's, not Mercy District.
No, I know, but they added.
They straighten you out.
That's a good point.
Why he really smashed you in the cheek?
I don't know though. I maybe someone will back me up. I think they threw that in the old MD category.
Get rolling in
There's
here.
a bunch of diseases that fall under the MD category.
Well, with them, like,
but you smashed me and it was good, so I say you're right. All right.
Hold on, don't go yet, dude. Don't go yet. Hold on.
All right, hold on a minute.
Yeah, everyone's as opposed to good.
Timothy from Michigan.
Bad
yes.
disease.
Hey, I have Gillette MD, and it's not as bad as some of the extreme cases you get.
What, Gillette?
Yeah.
What's that when you can't quite get a good shave?
You don't use the Mach 3 or the...
Keep missing the same damn spot.
Yeah.
You can learn a lot about it on eatabullet.com. Motherfucker.
You're a good boy, even if you can't type properly.
All right.
You have to use
We'll go back to the
pencil.
brother in a second here. Peter in Massachusetts. Peter.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning, Peter.
Hey, man.
Did you guys happen to catch Norm Crosby's stand-up routine on the television?
Oh, God, they drag Norm Crosby
Did we tape the
out.
MD telethon?
We should have.
Oh, why didn't
that
we
would have
tape
been a
it?
biggie.
We gotta find Norm.
The talent segments on that are amazing.
Well, we've
Everything
talked about
from
Norm
high school
Crosby.
bands to the likes of Norm Crosby.
Wait, the old comedian.
Yeah,
he was
that
doing
is like deaf.
Bad joke. Just that it was death. Oh, my God.
Yeah, he plays off that he's deaf.
Did Jerry Lewis introduce him?
We got Norm Crosby.
Okay. The Wicked Witch introduced
I want a
him,
picture with
apparently.
Jerry Lewis.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do. That was an interesting exchange we just had. You had nothing, and I had less.
You guys are what are you doing? Meisner technique? You have a blue shirt. I have a red shirt.
All right, we're going to find Norm Crosby's set.
We suck.
We got to get that before the end of the show. Jeff and St.
Stared at
Louis.
each other. What do you got?
Nothing. No, you don't. Yes, I do. Godspeed.
Jeff in St. Louis.
Yeah, the only thing I remember about the Jerry Lewis telethon, my dad getting blubbering drunk, acting like a fool, crying because he saw the little kids come out, and then he'd donate a couple $100.
We have a crier in studio. Bob, do you watch the MD telethon?
I told you, kids and like midgets and retards, those people, there's something about it that makes me cry.
The sensitive way you put it, alone.
I swear to God, there's something about midgets and kids. I can't, anything with kids, I can't watch.
Kids.
When they wheel the kid out at the end, the little girl, and she's in a dress and it's a little ruffled because someone didn't put it on straight.
And she can't fix it. I know exactly what you're talking about. They're in the wheelchair, and like you'd think they'd straighten out the kid's clothes.
This is what I hate about it, though. They make you suffer because the pledges are down. So they have a whole bunch of these kids backstage. They're like, the pledges are way down. Let's get the biggest disaster out there immediately.
Right. Why do midgets make you sad?
No,
what's wrong with midgets?
Small. They look like kids.
But because they look like kids.
They look like kids, and they don't.
So when that little midget was getting proposed to, and she went,
it made me cry. She couldn't touch her face to wipe the tears.
She had little T-Rex arms.
She had to wipe her face on the tablecloth.
I wish I lived with it. What I would do to wipe her tears is I would put a napkin on a fly swatter. and I would
just occasionally lean over, smack her in the head.
Yeah,
I see a little drip.
Yeah, but they really do. They really do. Those poor kids. They're in the chair. Their mothers are nervous.
It's very sad.
A little blue dress with the white collar.
It is sad.
What are you doing?
Let's say hi to Mike in Alabama. Mike.
Hey there, Mike.
I be done it. Ooby doo!
right? Little dream catcher line. Is that what he's doing?
See, thank you. Thank you, Andy in Jersey. I don't want to look stupid all the time. Yes, Andy.
You just can't help it, though.
I know.
Listen, my pop passed away about a year ago from ALS. Not looking for your sympathy, but they are finding lately with research that there are actually connections between a number of these neuromuscular diseases.
Dr. Opie.
Thank you, sir. I knew
I'm
it.
sorry, sir. Not a problem.
Well, it's a connection just because it's a muscle disease.
Sorry about your loss, sir.
All right, why don't we take a break?
Sorry about your loss.
So Jerry Lewis doing a good thing is $60.5 million there.
He has raised a lot. Have they gotten any progress on it or no? I mean, is there any progress, or is it just can they make their lives more comfortable?
Nothing.
They've done things where they isolate certain types. They know different things. They've educated themselves more on it, but the kids are still in wheelchairs.
I bet you with stem cell research you could do something.
Yeah, let me tell you something that was amazing that I heard in the medical forum over the weekend. There's a family plagued by colon cancer. Everybody in this family winds up getting colon cancer. So the husband and this wife want to have kids, but they know they're pretty much condemned to death. So they took an egg out of the woman and sperm in a little petri dish. They put them together, and then they check it. And they check for the DNA marker that shows colon cancer.
Wow.
And when they find one, that gets thrown away. And they keep doing it. And then they found one without that marker. And they put it in her uterus and grows into a baby that doesn't have to worry about getting it. That's how the diseases are going to be cured. Not by,
Did they do that?
Yeah, they
How
did
great
it.
would it be if the kid had Down syndrome?
Yeah, he didn't have colon cancer. He had a perfect asshole.
And he's shitting himself with it every
But
day.
his mother has to wipe it every day.
He had a perfect asshole, and he also talked like one.
Mama wiping my asshole with no lumps.
Clean as a whistle.
Because he knew the whole family had it, so he was proud of it, so he would always wear, like, clear back jeans, like Cher wore on MTV that time to show off his cancer-free asshole.
Yelled at his perfect sister, your asshole had bumps on them. My asshole clean. Yeah, well, I can speak.
You want to, like, move on. This is too depressing.
Lisa has a bumpy asshole.
No, because that's amazing.
No,
That's the
that's
type
not
of thing
depressing.
that's gonna... That's the way diseases get cured.
you're right.
Yeah, but
not by like all of a sudden the doctor's going to go, oh, we have this shot that we give you and you don't have cancer anymore.
And that's
going to be generations.
So you're basically saying that like through genetic selection, which was kind of like blonde hair, blue eyes in the 40s.
If you want to choose what your kids look like, if you want blonde hair, blue eyes, beautiful children, you could do that too. You look for the genetic markers, and then you eliminate the weak.
A pair of leather boots, a knife. A nice little.
You eliminate the undesirables,
Yes.
things like that.
They're already doing that in China.
Are they?
Chinese are coming.
What?
Well, we all
They're
know
going to
that.
defeat us in a generation from now.
One generation, that's it?
Yeah, because they're
it'll take a
building
little
their army
longer.
right now.
They're like aphids.
They got an army of sharpened bamboo sticks.
Let's say hi
I think
to,
it's a little more than just a generation.
Tom and PA.
That took long enough, Kenny.
Tom?
Jesus Christ.
What's going on, boys? Morning,
I'm
everybody.
kidding.
Kenny's not in a good mood today. Kenny, what's wrong?
Nothing. He's right. It did take me long, and I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. I'm kidding.
Oh, no. Here
if it
come the
took
emails.
If it took all day,
Here
it would be
come the
okay.
emails.
Why aren't you in a good mood?
You know I kid because I love.
Kenny, did
You know what you just
condition
did to
today?
yourself, right?
I know.
Not one, not two, maybe three
I'm
emails
sorry.
explaining,
Your
I'm sorry.
smoothie took so long.
It will never happen again.
What's the matter, Kenny? You're not in a good mood.
Go down and
I'm
shoot
good.
the
And now
guy
he's going to write an email
at the
about,
store.
I'm sorry that I made
appeared-
everyone think that I was in a bad mood.
The whole gay marriage thing.
It takes down the show.
That's cool. Let's just sit there for a week and a half so I can let my banana ripen.
That is
Banana's all
a green
soft.
banana.
Ew, no. Feels like a muscular dystrophy arm.
Wow.
Jerry Lewis did a good thing for the people.
Yeah.
I know I did.
And I used to help out.
I would help sick kids.
I used to help
They make
out.
me too sad.
Yeah.
That's self-centered.
I don't know how people do that.
Did you ever throw poker chips at a little kid in a wheelchair? Oh, you bleeding deacon. Fucking Christ. You fucking poured blood on a fucking homeless lady a week ago. Fucking cocksucker.
What? I used to have a heart. I used to have a good heart.
What happened? What? Can I ask you a question?
Stupid kids were dying. It pissed me off.
So the kids dying actually made you what you are today?
Toughened them up.
I didn't see one kid get anything good out of the telethon, and it really frustrated the hell out of me.
Did you really think they were going to get up someday and give you a hug?
Maybe not up, but maybe
go to a strip club with you.
Maybe get something out of it.
Nothing?
They got death.
I didn't see it. I was involved.
You're like a heart. You got hardened like the guys in Nam.
The whole time
when the
I was in
newbies
Rochester,
are coming, you don't want to talk to them. You don't want to meet them.
The whole time I was in Rochester, I helped out here and there. So it was about 3 years off and on. I saw nothing going on.
Wait, does anybody have a saw? I got to cut through this fucking banana peel.
All right, we're
holy Christ.
We're gonna have the Norm Crosby
like
audio
Kermit's
after
cock.
the break. But first, we got Tom and PA. Tom.
Hey there, Tom.
Hey, boys, what's going on?
Welcome aboard, Tom.
An ultimate example of getting kicked in the face. I got an aunt that has MS, and then 2 of her 3 kids have MD.
Are you
Hold on,
kidding?
not yet. And they just found black mold in their house, the deadly black mold, so they're homeless, had to get rid of all their possessions. And I called into the MDA to ask them if they can do something special because they're doing the whole money raising. And they told me that they already got projects scheduled and they don't do that.
So 3 kids, 2 with the MD, right? Which 2? The first 2?
No, first and last.
I thought you skated.
How old are they?
Thought she skated.
5, 7, and 9.
Yuck.
So everybody's just...
Oh, shut up.
What a wreck. Everyone's sick.
Boy, I want
a sick house.
Boy, I want to be there for Christmas.
Yeah, what's a black mole?
Duh.
What is that?
Black mold. That's that deadly mold that's in the house that gets in the walls and all that.
I live in a doorman building, sir.
Kill you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Bob lives in a luxury apartment.
A luxury apartment with my friend Jimmy lives in another luxury apartment. We don't have mole, rats, or cockroaches.
No, we don't have moles. Why would there be a mole in my apartment?
Mold.
It's mold, Bob.
Mold.
Sorry.
You know when
Not
things get
mold.
moldy?
Oh, I don't know what is it. Mold?
Mold.
Yeah, mold.
What is black mold?
It's black, fuzzy stuff
Don't
that grows on the
describe it.
walls.
And
it grows on the walls.
It's a fungus.
Really?
Yes, a fungus.
What does it give you?
It gives you like respiratory illness.
Tom, thank you. Good luck to that family. I don't know.
How old are you,
what do you
5
say?
with that drink?
That must be nice.
A little apple juice with a straw?
I thought we were having nap time after the show.
How do you wrap crutches so they don't look like crutches? Under the tree, just 4 of them.
Are they 2 squirt guns? No.
Attach a
Same thing
remote
you got
control.
last year.
You think they're 2 paintball guns?
Why is my remote control attached to those sticks?
Let's tell the kids with cancer story again.
Oh,
Talking
no.
about changing my outlook on life.
What?
It's a legendary Opie and Anthony story from our Boston days.
What happened?
When we had to.
You've never heard
do
this?
something
No,
nice.
it's worth telling that.
We had to do something nice.
Well, when we did the mayor's prank, the stupid station was, hoping they could save our jobs. So they hired a PR firm. And the PR firm got this idea, public relations obviously, they got this idea that there should be a photo op with Aunt and I with cancer kids.
Giving them like pies.
Was it pies? Oh, yeah, it was the pies that they wanted.
Because the pies...
Right.
So you know what? Their first thought at fixing this problem was to have Mayor Menino, after we said he was dead, throw pies at our faces.
Ew.
As we were in stocks in the middle of...
This is the idea the station
Faneuil
came
Hall
up
or
with.
something.
Pretty much the mayor wanted
The mayor
us killed.
said, go fuck yourself. I'm not joining in some bit. We didn't even... We never agreed to this. It was the ridiculous Dave Dickless program director, asshole, that thought this up. And we got on the air when we heard and said, no, we're not fucking doing this. They had already bought like fucking 1,000 pies that were supposed to be thrown at us. So now, plan B...
You know, Mayor Menino with his retard arm couldn't hit you.
That's the only reason. But those pies look tasty.
But to think that
Big
the mayor would
mongoloid
actually
tongue.
go for this. That the mayor would go for this. We'd be in stocks or whatever, and he would throw pies at us.
He wanted us fired, not a game being
gonna
played
go
for
for
more
that.
publicity or some bullshit. So they have all these pies. Now plan B, what do you do with the fucking pies?
So the PR firm comes up
Got
with
a great
this
idea. Let's go down to the Children's Hospital and take all these pies down here, and Opie and Anthony can present the children with some pies and snap pictures with them.
And we were
stuff,
walking
and
around
it'll
like
make the
zombies
paper.
because this was after all hell broke loose. So I guess we got to admit to people that we kind of went down there to the children's hospital with the kids with cancer. I guess not really thinking like, all right, whatever. But as we...
First of all, didn't even know they were cancer kids.
Are you sure?
Yeah, we were just supposed to be going to a kids' hospital.
Oh, kids' hospital.
I don't know what the fuck it was.
Yeah, but you hear kids' hospital. Maybe it's the...
little Jimmy's got his arm in a sling.
Right.
That's all I wanted to see.
Maybe it's the kids' hospital where the kid has to get his tonsils out.
That right.
Yeah. Ice cream for
you
everybody.
feed him a little ice cream.
Yeah, the kid's got mono. He's going home tomorrow.
Right, exactly.
Little Connor's got seaweed in his hair.
Oh, my God, you ass. So I guess Ann is right, because we never... you are right, because
little Jean-Benet's got a sore throat.
And a sore hiney.
Oh, my God.
Oh, no. Okay.
Check, please. So, we go there.
Oh, no.
And they send a...
Little Adam has a headache.
Oh, my God.
Jesus, dude. It's... So, we go there. And the pies are dropped off on pallets. There's how many were there? 100 pies or so?
Something like 100.
100 pies. And the faux hog is there.
Were they like kids' pies, or were they like adult?
No, they were
apple berry pies.
Boxed apple pies.
No. Oh, were they? Weren't they prop pies?
With a lot of cream on top.
Yeah, because you don't want to get. You really don't want to get hit.
It was shaving cream in a pie tin. Like you don't Wonderama.
Because you really don't want to get hit with.
Horrible.
You hear about people getting hit in the face with pies all the time. You really don't want to.
Not a real pie.
It's not a real pie. It would hurt. So I think it was even prop pies.
No, they.
So we're there.
Apple filling.
That's good. The kid has no hope. He's gonna die, and then you give him a pie with nothing in it. That's good. Thanks.
I don't think you could digest this anyway.
So we're in the lobby. We're in the lobby, and the kids are taking forever to join us, so we can hand over the pies.
A few of them came down pretty quickly.
God forbid there's not enough room in the elevator for the kids.
A few came down quickly. A couple of the other ones took a little longer. But then we had to wait for one kid.
Little Jimmy, I want to say.
I don't know what his name was.
So they're starting to gather in the lobby. The pies are there, looking pretty impressive. A nice little pyramid, and the photog is there. And we're like, what the hell? And then as you see the kids slowly arriving, the longer it took, the worse off they were.
The worse it was. So by the time that last kid went to her, and they were waiting because it was one kid, I remember, and it took so much longer than any of the other ones for one.
They did say something like we're waiting for
his
Timmy
equipment,
or Jimmy or whatever.
His equipment, they got to bring it.
What could be wrong with Timmy
Here comes
or Jimmy?
Captain Christopher Pike from Star Trek in that thing. Beep, beep, beep twice for yes and once for no. He's in some kind of contraption that they roll him in, and there's pumps and things. And now I'm thinking I'm going to catch something. I'm going to fucking catch something.
See, I didn't know about this back in the day.
Oh,
you always had this?
Oh, I hate hospitals.
You speak
I
like
had no
this.
idea.
Hello, Opie and Anthony. I discovered black holes.
Hello.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So here's the punchline.
I sure do love the pies.
Here's the punchline. Pies are there. Kids are there.
Yeah.
Photog is getting ready to set up the shot. Yeah. And one of the workers at this hospital goes, I'm making up the names because I forgot their names, but Cindy, why don't you sing everybody a little song? Cindy had an angelic voice. And she started singing, was it Silent Night?
Cute as a button. It was Silent Night.
She starts singing Silent Night, and the kids start joining in. And I'm looking at Anthony. Anthony's looking at me. We're getting confused because
she looked like the little girl from Whoville.
Yeah.
Looked like Cindy Lou Who.
Please tell me that while they were singing, you took pies and threw it in their dumb faces.
Fucking Opie goes, it's April.
It's April.
We're like,
well, how many songs does she know?
Yeah, but I'm sure she knows kids' songs. There's a reason. This is the punchline. So there she's singing her little heart out, and everyone is joining in. And I'm looking like, this is really nice, but it's April. What the fuck? At that point, a lady leans over to me and goes, Cindy isn't going to make it to Christmas.
Sing them in April, kids.
Christmas in April.
Christmas in April.
At that point, I go, holy shit, what did we get ourselves into? And then Aunt and I
start singing through them all. Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving songs.
She's going to combine the songs. Happy birthday, happy anniversary. We know.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
You're not going to be 8. You're not going to be 9. You're not going to be 10. You're not going to be 11.
How old aren't you?
Yeah, that was...
So that at that point, not that we need to pat ourselves on the back, we actually went right at the photographer, said, you take one fucking picture, there's going to be a problem.
So this is over. So we're called up the station, said, go fuck yourself. This ain't happening either. We left.
And they got all pissed at us. I'm like, tough shit.
You should have taken the pies, too, from those bad boys and girls.
Yeah.
No pies for you.
The expiration date was April.
April.
You're not going to... On the children.
A little Silent Night rendition.
Oh, how depressing.
So this girl was real... All these gay kids were going to die. They brought the worst of the worst.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Some of them, obviously. I'm sure some would have made it through.
Did they eat the pies?
I don't know.
If you're singing fucking Silent Night in April, you're not doing good.
And you're going to eat every single pie.
I didn't stick around.
You're not fat smashing.
Looking for a surgical mask to put on.
Wait, you thought you were going to get
rubber
some kid
gloves.
disease?
Who knows? Get the measles. Get the mumps.
All right, Norm Crosby, everybody.
Let's get to some Norm Crosby.
Norm Crosby from the Jerry Lewis Telethon.
So you know it's got to be good.
We wanted to do this yesterday. Jerry's intro starts it off.
I am about to introduce somebody, but I don't know who it is because I can't read the teleprompter.
Oh boy!
But it's okay. I'll just fill for a minute. Yeah.
It's Norm Crosby who's coming out, sir.
What is it?
Norm Crosby coming in.
Oh, is that who I'm introducing?
Yes, sir.
Well, he'll have to wait.
Why is that?
This man, ladies and gentlemen, I think he's doing his 23rd telethon.
Is he really 80?
Has been there every time I've come to him, and not only does he arrive, but he delivers.
Jerry Lewis sounds like a woman.
Mr. Norm Crosby, ladies and gentlemen, right here.
I am. Right here. Ladies and gentlemen. What happened to the
Is he really
Jerry
80
Lewis
now?
of old?
He's old, man.
Now he's just old.
Oh, we can't make fun of him.
Yeah, we can.
Comedians live a long fucking time if they don't overdose.
Well, it's all the laughter. Laughter is very helpful.
The best medicine, they say.
There's something to do with stress release, I think, with that helps. Because you die you're either doing drugs in your 30s or you're fucking 85 years old. Look at stupid Groucho and all those guys, man. Bob Hope, the ancient.
He sounded like a woman.
Yeah.
What happened to the old Buddy Love sound of the Nutty Professor?
That's 50 years
Remember
old
that?
now.
When he was Buddy Love and he turned into the cool guy and he played the piano? That old black magic. And now it's like, hey, who's coming out? Who's coming out? Norm Crosby's going to have to wait. What the hell is that?
His voice is changing again.
Thank God Dino's dead.
Do you live to a ripe old age where you get to see your voice change again?
Your voice changes again.
Yeah.
Time to change. Oh, his diaper.
Here we go. Here's Norm Crosby.
Isn't that nice to walk out to that kind of an ovulation? God bless you.
Oh, boy. See, that's his whole
You know, I
shtick.
want to take a...
That's his shtick.
Wordplay?
Is that he gets all the words wrong because he's deaf and he's never heard them right. So he screws up all the words.
But he makes believe.
It's a scream.
But he makes believe he's saying the right words, probably.
It's literally a scream.
Do you have the other one, too?
That's the only one we have so far.
Can we get one more out of him before we leave?
Maybe we could have him do one live here.
Yeah, all right. Here we go.
Isn't that nice to walk out to that kind of an ovulation? God bless you. You know, I want to take a minute to thank Jerry and to thank MDA for this telethon, because as much as MDA needs our help, we need this telethon to make us feel good about ourselves. Don't you understand that the lunacy, the lust, and the humping that goes on in the world? I mean it. Hurricanes and phony confessions and terrible things that are happening in the world. Do you realize how many people in Florida suffered from the storm, premature evacuation? All those people.
Hello, exactly.
Hello, exactly. What the fuck is this idiot talking about? Oh
no.
Yeah. Oh, it's just bad.
He's an older man.
He's an older gentleman.
He's doing a good thing.
I don't care. He stinks.
I give a lot of love to older guys, older comics that did it in the Copa and all these tough gigs, but I don't
Come
know.
on.
After a certain point, you have to get beyond.
It's all right because no one was watching anyway.
Wordplay, like nice to come out to that kind of ovulation, and it's like, do you understand that in '76?
Yeah.
Pryor did an album called Bicentennial Nigger, which talked about like black plight, and it's 30-something years later, and you're still doing nice to have that ovulation.
Ovulation.
You have to kind of change a little.
No, he didn't. He was old back then.
It's so good to be back in Las Vegas. I mean, at this town, those of us know who come here a lot, used to come here a lot, but there's no bias here. There's no prejudice. There's no bigotry in Las Vegas. I mean it. Either you have money or you don't have money. That's it. But there's no bigotry. I had a pain in my groin today. I don't know where I got it. I mean it. I was picking up some paper. But I went to the health club. I said to the lady there, excuse me, how much would you charge to massage the genitals? She said, same as the Jews. I don't care. They don't care. They don't care.
I don't think I was getting away with that material on a telethon. Little kids are watching. Massage the genitals?
It's a good joke.
That ain't bad.
Yeah, I mean, that's like an old Catskill type of vibe.
Yeah, yeah.
As much as the Jews.
Some people don't get it. Do you know there is more money being spent right now on breast implants and Viagra than on Alzheimer's research? Do you know what that means? That means by the year 2040, there will be a large elderly population with big boobs and huge erections who will have absolutely no idea of what to do with them.
He's working a little blue. He's killing.
Yeah, that's not a bad joke.
That ain't
Good
bad.
for an older man.
For an old codger.
Yeah, again. You know.
Hey, Jerry.
That's fine, whatever.
It's no,
God bless
it's no Wino meets Dracula off of, That Nigger's Crazy.
Right.
But, no offense to the intern, me quoting that bit.
Or Danny.
That is true. We have that in the studio.
Aunt and I were just riffing on the Jerry Lewis telethon in the office. We didn't even know that it was happening, but I guess...
Put it to bed. Everyone does not. No one knew it was happening this year.
It was one of those things when you were growing up, especially... I was going to say especially in the New York area, but that's kind of dumb.
Yeah, no, it was just one of those things like back in the, I guess, mid to late 70s, or throughout kind of the 80s. People knew it was on at least.
Pushing into the 90s a little bit.
Yeah, maybe.
This thing is still going on.
This is a mastodon stuck in a tar pit just waiting for the trunk end to sink.
Yeah.
There is nothing left of this. It is a prehistoric, dated... blast from the past that should just be put to sleep.
I was trying to find some clips to show Anthony because Ed McMahon, who's pretty much a walking corpse at this point, him going back and forth with Jerry Lewis, I was mesmerized.
Some witty repartee back and forth, I bet.
I was trying to find some golf yesterday, just mellow out. Got back from vacation a day early, and I want to sit around just watch a little golf, right? And I'm flipping through the channels. I'm like, oh, my God, the Jerry Lewis telethon. So I took a peek. And Ed McMahon talking to Jerry Lewis, I thought it was an SNL skit. I really thought. You ever watch TV and it's not supposed to be, funny. It's supposed to be what it is.
Yeah.
And you start thinking, I think this could easily just be thrown on SNL as a skit.
Yeah.
Without anyone imitating these people. Ed McMahon actually introduced the chairman of the MDA, Jerry Lewis, to Jerry Lewis. There was one point he was introducing the next guest to Jerry Lewis, which would be Jerry Lewis.
Jerry, here's Jerry.
Here's the chairman of the MDA, Jerry Lewis.
And that sucks because, Ed McMahon made his bones as an announcer, Yeah. That's what he did. And now he can't even talk. His voice cracks a lot.
And he had a little, he had sloppy,
like loose denture.
I was going to say sloshy jaw.
Loose dentures that he's trying to hold in with his tongue. My effordent doesn't last as long as we're on, Jerry. And speaking of effordent, they're checked for $2 billion. And we were also talking about how the corporations, they set records every year.
And God bless them. They made him another $63 million, you know. I mean, what are we doing for the last charity we
nothing.
did? We raised a few $100,000 for Hurricane Katrina victims.
But here's the deal.
But we're doing as much as they are. They've done nothing for those lumps in 50 years.
Nothing. They're still sitting in the chair. Their legs rolling up like the Wicked Witch under the house.
Yeah.
It's not doing anything. But the thing is, people contributing isn't the reason that there's so much money going in and they're setting records every year.
It's all the corporations out there.
Corporations. And they're so afraid to be that corporation that goes, all right, look, we're pulling out this year.
Look, man, we've been giving money for 30 years, and
diseases, times are tight. The disease isn't getting cured. So you get the same guy that comes up, Jerry, here's a check from the McDonald's Corporation for $600 billion. Jesus Christ. Do you know what we can do with this money? We can open up.
God, I could have bought 10 more mansions for myself.
I can't believe
I
didn't get a bonus this year because yes, Jerry, $600 billion from the McDonald's Corporation. Here's the giant check. I hope you effing choke on it. No, I hope the kids, for your kids, Jerry. And it's like, hi, General Electric, Jerry, would like to contribute $60 billion to... Oh, my God, we had to lay off 18,000 people. We had to lay off 18,000 people because we couldn't afford it.
Because we don't want to be the one that...
Because we can't pull out of the goddamn Jerry Lewis telethon.
We don't want to be the first one to acknowledge that this is going to take a while.
Big front page. McDonald's doesn't contribute crap. Leaves kids in wheelchairs.
Right.
You know, they don't want to do that. So, Jerry, to you and your kids, we like to contribute...
Oh, my God.
Oh, there was people shooting themselves in the boardroom last week when we looked over the bottom line, but here's $160 billion.
I'm still wondering where our donation went from last year.
Where the hell did that go, Jerry? Huh? What'd you do? Where'd it go? Can that kid walk? No.
Can you please tell us where our donation, that big donation, went from last year?
$160 billion. The kid's still in a chair. Oh, he's got a better chair. You can work it with a joystick now. That's fantastic.
Right.
It's just it's a dated thing too.
I threw in Jerry Lewis for the hell of it into break.com and
yeah,
just to look at it because I was trying to show Anthony this clip. If someone has it, please send it in. It's Ed McMahon introducing, like I said, Jerry Lewis to Jerry Lewis, and then the banter back and forth with these two guys. Wow, was just brutal to watch. And I'm trying to find the clip, and I'm seeing old clips of the Jerry Lewis telethon when he was young and vibrant.
Oh, yeah, like back 85, they had some clips.
And he's hanging with Sammy Davis Jr.
Still had his greasy black hair, jet black dyed hair, or whatever the hell it was.
You know, he really did stay up the whole time, and he was drinking martinis during commercial breaks.
And that's when it was on for, the whole weekend. Now it's like, all right, we have 10 minutes on the Love Network.
The Love Network.
And they're like,
the Love Network.
We're into minute 6.
Yeah.
I'm exhausted. The Love Network consists of 3 channels now, one of them being Telemundo.
and they had some big gets this year. Maybe instant feedback could help us, or Pal Talk. We saw a clip where they said, thank you, Joanne Worley.
Joanne Worley, thank you for showing up. Joanne Worley. She was one of the regulars on Ronan Martin's Laugh-In in 1968.
Why are you thanking Joanne Worley? She had nothing better to do.
Oh, Joanne Worley.
Thank you, Joanne Worley.
And thank you, Rich Voss, for sending that audition tape. We didn't have room for you this year.
But maybe next year.
Maybe next year. Rich Voss, it's Rich Voss. They are just, it should be put to say, what actually should have happened? Don't take this the wrong way.
Norm Crosby, they're coming in. Thank you, Bill.
Norm Crosby was on. Not that I have any ill feelings or ill will toward Jerry Lewis, but the truth of the matter is the guy probably should have died already, and they should have replaced him with some younger guy that could have hipped up the telethon, because they still have...
You don't wish Jerry Lewis actually would die. You just wish he would die in the sense of maybe giving up the hosting duty.
No, I'm talking dying. Dude, I'm not wishing death on him. I'm saying at his age and with the medical problems he's had, he probably should have died a couple of years ago.
Yeah, he's had some close calls.
And then they would have put some new guy in there that doesn't have a big band intro every time. It's like, it's like Benny Goodman is running this goddamn thing. They got to hip it up a little if they want to get some younger viewers. Guaranteed, the only place this is on every year is in drooling old folks' homes and mental institutions. Watch the telethon because no one's watching this.
I guess Bill watched because you got the big gets. The big celebrities this year were Joanne Worley. Norm Crosby, who has the weirdest freaking comedy act ever.
Because he can't hear.
And then also, let's not forget, Tony Orlando without Dawn.
Tony Orlando with no Dawn?
Without Dawn.
Oh, that's a shame.
Jerry Lewis Telethon co-host and guest, MDA National Chairman and Telethon star Jerry Lewis, joined by anchor Ed McMahon and co-host Jan Carl, Tom Bergeron, Allison Sweeney. Honk your horn when you know any of these people.
Honk your horn.
I'm serious.
Who the hell are these people?
Tony Orlando, we should get a few honks there. Billy Gilman.
He's hard to get.
Isn't he that kid with the angelic voice that was like 12? He's probably like 30 now. Isn't that who that is? If I had to guess.
Billy Gilman?
I think Billy Gilman was that little effer that had the voice of an angel.
Yeah?
No? Maybe?
I have no idea.
Norm Crosby was a big get. Bob Zaney and the Muppets. Yeah,
all right.
There he is, Billy Gilman. This kid was like a little fella. Just a little thing.
Now he's a man.
All right, honk your horn if you know any of these people. This year's on-air talent includes Celine Dion.
Well, of course we know Celine Dion.
Montgomery Gentry.
That's a bit of a drop-off.
Christopher Milani.
He's an actor.
Shut up.
Mariska. No. Him and
you know that?
Mariska Hargitay
are both actors. What show are they on? They were on the show with Richard Belzer.
Oh, wow.
Law and Order.
Okay.
Hey, Tony Danza was there.
All right, thanks for
I want to, give a couple of bucks to old turnip legs, if I could, Jerry.
All right, thanks for wrecking the bit, but do you know...
people out there know who they are.
All right, but... all right, Tony Danza we know, Ivanka Trump we know, John Madden, Vanessa Williams, Michael Urie.
Son of... Mr. and Mrs. Urie. They left the N out.
Ace Young, Bear in the Big Blue House, the Commodores.
The Commodores.
I want to see how many original members of the Commodores. George Wallace, John Tesh. Lance Burton, Louis Anderson.
Louis Anderson.
Oh,
these kids in the chair are better off than my childhood. I'd rather have MDA than an abusive alcoholic father and an enabling mother that turned me into this fat mess. That wheelchair looks handy. My legs are tired with every step. His whining act. Did he sop up the sweat and throw it at the cripples? Maureen McGovern. What did she sing? Did she sing There's Got to Be a Morning After?
Is that
for the original Poseidon Adventure?
Wow, okay.
It could be.
How about Ron Lucas, R-O-N-N Lucas?
Yeah, the son of Mr. and Mrs. Lucas. As Jimmy brought up earlier.
And then, of course, the casts of Grease and Legally Blonde and much, much more.
I like the much, much more part.
A little too early for the much, much more. You should have gave us a one get there.
Damn.
And then Jerry Lewis, of course, a lot of controversy today because he used the old F word for gay folk. The old F word for gay folk.
This is a little bit of old school Jerry chiming in. This is some of Jerry's when him and Dino and old Frank used to hang out, they'd throw around those words that we can only use letters for now, just hanging out at the bar, backstage.
You know, they're just slamming back martinis, slapping their dames, and making fun of the gays.
Oh, calling Sammy a one-eyed N.
Hey, you N, don't be an F. Bring me a C.
But here is,
of course,
you know, and God bless America, man. The guy raised another $63 million. We're not going to be talking about that today. This clip is making its rounds.
It's making the rounds on YouTube. And
Maybe you should let the guy slide. He just freaking raised $63 million more dollars. Yeah. But this is what we're talking about today.
We're into hour 18. Look how good he moves that camera over here. Son of a gun. Wherever I go, he goes. Let's see what you do with this over here. Oh, your family has come to see you. You remember Bart, your oldest son, Jesse, the illiterate fag. No.
No. And then he looked so confused, like, what did I do? Like an old man that crapped himself. That's what he looked like oh no.
Jerry Lewis, he made another joke, and he got nothing, and he actually looked at the crowd and in shock, and he said something like, nothing on that? And he was
funny.
so pissed off.
Nothing?
But he was slurring his words like he was slurring through that.
He's bad.
I hear he's miserable. Miserable.
Really?
Yeah. I've heard that he's just a miserable guy.
Yeah.
Well, I think he's stuck. I think he felt like, well, this will be something I'll do maybe for 10, 15 years.
They'll cure it. I'll be a hero.
And then I'll move back.
Move on to my movie career.
I'll move back into movies or something else. But now, because it's the same thing with him. He's stuck. He can't go, I'm stepping down.
But Jerry, you're the face of MDA. You can't say, my God, I can't even talk. I'm dying. I'm dying. I'm dying over here. I'm dying.
He's been doing it for, it's got to be 30 years minimum. Minimum. Someone get the total.
Stance is 34, right?
34 we're up to?
40. Oh, 40?
40 years this son of a bitch has been doing this? That poor guy.
40 years.
40 years and no cure.
Celine?
Think of everything they've cured in 40 years, or at least gotten some type of treatment that works. When a kid has muscular dystrophy, hit the chair. It's the same thing back in the 40s.
Here's today's bit for the people that like, surfing and helping out the show.
Yeah.
First of all, when did the telethon start? What's the year? We need the year. And then we got to figure out all the stuff we have cured and figured out in that time period.
Haven't we gone to the moon?
Oh, yes.
Since then?
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah. If it's 40 years. 1966, everybody.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
Is there any way to find out what we have cured since 1966? 66.
Everything but muscular dystrophy.
Dude, even the AIDS thing, they figured out some things.
Cancer,
to
a lot
slow
of
that crap down.
A lot of strides made in cancer. Just amazing. But muscular dystrophy is like, you got it still? Here, kid's in the chair. Put him in a chair with wheels on it.
Yeah.
What did we do 40 years ago? Put him in a chair with wheels on it.
Bill from Waterford, I guess he was all over the marathon over the weekend. He said that this is the 42nd telethon, and they've raised over
the big B?
$2 billion.
$2 billion for naught.
We got to start asking questions. We got to start asking some serious
Tuberculosis
questions.
cured in 1971.
All right.
I don't know. They found a cure. Oh, man.
No more polio, but polio was before 66, no? Or right around there?
Last year, polio vaccines in 68, I think. Those the ones you got in your arm?
Yeah,
that was
68 was last year.
That's how you can tell how old someone is. If
they make that little
if you don't
mark.
have that polio mark, you're...
little mark. Stupid medicine.
Yeah.
Did they give that to you? What I got? I got one?
Oh, we all got one.
Mine's very...
2 out of 3 of us.
Mine's very light. Yeah, sure.
Poor Jerry Lewis had to apologize.
How much did he raise? How much did this?
Here's a
no
guy.
one remembers because he had to apologize.
Because he had to apologize.
Because in this day and age, apologizing for a slip of the tongue is much more important than raising $63 million.
I'm sorry. I was up there. I'm out of my mind. I'm 80 some odd years old.
I come from a culture where this is accepted.
Yeah, I come from a culture. He absolutely
right?
Boy, if that's not a defense, he definitely comes from that culture, hanging out with all them guys.
Right.
Back then, that word is nothing to him.
You know
Use
what?
it all the time in his comedy act.
I think-
back on the road when he was in vaudeville.
And I mean, how many gay people were upset by what Jerry Lewis said? They throw that word
Glad
around
was.
with each other.
Glad was.
Glad came out?
Yeah, Glad came out and
Well,
said
they
that
already
they were very
came out,
upset.
but I mean, they had a press conference.
Yeah, and said they were very angry at his derogatory remark, which the news can't even play. It's hysterical. They say, and Jerry Lewis in trouble for a remark he made that angered some people, and then they play it and beep out the entire word, so it sounds even worse.
So now everyone
It
can have
sounds like
fun.
he was pulling a Michael Richards.
Now everyone can have fun.
Yeah, everyone could get mad.
Can Glad rename themselves? I mean, you don't name yourselves after a garbage bag. It just sounds silly. All I think of when I hear them is this Tom Bosley is a homosexual and he's upset about something.
Yeah, you're right, Jimmy. I laugh at that.
It's just a bad choice. What is it, an acronym when you take the first letter of everything?
Yeah.
Well,
gay and lesbian.
Anti-defamation.
Anti-defamation.
Jerry Lewis, who basically...
What's the D?
What is the D? Where does the
Gay,
D go?
lesbian, anti-defamation. Maybe it's anti-defamation. A and D.
Alliance Against Defamation.
All right, whatever.
Oh, I didn't know.
How come they're not-
Alliance Against. There's two A's.
Glad.
And one D.
Glad.
Just the way I like it. Yeah. Yeah, brother.
Only a gay guy would know what that means, by the way.
Of course.
Whoever was yelling in the background.
Fans spit out Alliance immediately.
Boy, he had no problem with that.
Yeah, Than.
Oh, Google. All right.
Who's
Sure.
Google?
I know. What's that stand for?
Shouldn't it be? You said it should be 2 D's and 1 A, right?
I thought it was 2 D's.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised it's not gold.
Just a bunch of D's.
A G and L, a bunch of D's and a smiley face.
Who doesn't want to play World War II fighter pilot?
Just called D.
Anyway, in case you missed it, Jerry Lewis was giving his soul to try to cure a disease that isn't going to be cured anytime soon, obviously.
Billions.
Raised another $63 million. He's going to die on TV trying to cure MDA. So he slipped and said this.
We're into hour 18. Look how good he moves that camera, because son of a gun. Wherever I go, he goes. Let's see what you do with this over here. Oh, your family has come to see you. You remember Bart, your oldest son? Jesse, the illiterate faggot? No.
And then he goes, no.
But he caught himself.
Because he knew.
Was he yelling at himself there? He
Yeah.
had an out-of-body experience.
Yeah.
Holy jeez, he died for a second. Went, no. I didn't say that. Oh, my God.
I will say that's kind of a rough one to sell on TV. I understand we all improv a little, but illiterate faggot's a tough one to sell and go. You got to kind of go. I guess you got to say sorry after that one.
Yeah.
Maybe he's just trying to get himself fired from
Doesn't want to do it anymore.
Stupid telethon.
Next
Next year he's going to be saying nappy-headed. He's going to be saying everything just to get fired from this thing.
He's just an old guy who just that stuff's ingrained in him. That is ingrained in him like dogfighting is in the South.
There you go. Exactly. We're just losing our minds in this society of ours.
Oh,
We're all
does
uptight.
a day go by when someone doesn't have to apologize to somebody? Oh, crap, I said Dago. I'm sorry. I want to apologize to my brother, Italians out there. I didn't mean, I meant, does a day go by?
Right.
Not the derogatory term
What are you
for
calling
Italian
by?
American. Oh, my God. Yes, I used a gay reference there. Sorry. I dumped myself.
Hey, you can't say that.
I can't say that. I can't say that Wednesday. I just dumped myself.
All right, listen. Here's the apology from Jerry Lewis.
Well, Jerry Lewis says there are no excuses for his recent use of a gay slur. The 81-year-old apologized yesterday after using a derogatory word during his Labor Day telethon for muscular dystrophy.
Oh, your family has come to see you. You remember Bart, your oldest son? Jesse, the illiterate. No.
The telethon went on to raise nearly $64 million for the MDA, setting a new record. A few weeks ago, Lewis came under fire for saying Merv Griffin deserved to die because he didn't treat the prostate cancer that eventually killed him.
You sure that's the only reason, Jerry? He deserved to die?
Really. It seems there's a theme in your commentary. It's a bit of a theme there, huh, Jerry?
Your Jerry Lewis never liked me either.
That's funny, man. And then they bleep it, so now you're wondering what he said.
Yeah, it sounds worse.
You know what? I put the word retard in there.
Oh.
I decided to go with retard.
I said it almost sounds like the C word.
Really?
Yeah, for some reason the C word jumped into my head. We're doing like an audio Rorschach test is what that is. I say C word. You say retard.
I went with retard.
Jimmy?
Because the news wasn't brave enough to actually freaking replay what he said.
Yeah.
You're the news. You're allowed to.
You don't want to know what I'm going with. Let's just say, good place for the beep. Because if you think Imus got fired, my choice would have gotten him executed.
Anthony, the Jerry Lewis telethon. We were just talking about school.
An institution here in this country.
Well, it used to be. I was listening to 1010 Wins on the way in and went, holy shit, he did another telethon and no one cares.
Who knew?
No one fucking cares.
Growing up, that was a staple in the family. You'd go over like grandma's house on Sunday or something, and we'd have the telethon on. And you'd be like, "Ooh, who's going to be on? Who's singing? What comedian is going to come out and do something?"
As a kid, you would stay up and watch. Remember?
Yeah, you'd watch
because Jerry actually would do the whole telethon.
Yeah, Jerry would do something.
So you would watch him at 3 in the morning to see how he's doing.
See if Jerry's still up.
Right,
Jerry.
And then there'd be rumors that a big star would be coming on, and you have to sit around for that.
And then it just became like it's so irrelevant.
Right,
having this television telethon,
right?
That just with stars. Who was some of the big stars on it this year?
Can we find who the stars were? One other thing about that, wherever you went Labor Day weekend when we were growing up, it was on in the background wherever you went.
Yeah.
Even if it was an outside barbecue, that you had some kind of glimpse of a TV somehow.
Something was going on. Yeah.
It was just everywhere you went.
I can't stand the sponsors that come up and it's like, we're here from McDonald's with a check for you for your kids, Jerry.
Well,
all right, get it. His kids. Shut up.
You know what that's all about? Jerry's been holding them hostage for 2 decades because McDonald's, I guarantee, wants to drop out, but they don't want to
just leave.
They don't want to be the ones that drop out.
With the big headline that'll say McDonald's finally drops out.
Oh, that he.
Yeah, realizes no cure.
Right.
He wheels some kid out with a giant head he's wearing a Burger King hat. Thanks to Burger King for caring. It's a no-win for McDonald's. He wheels some lump out in a fucking chair, and you have to stay.
By the way, we're just using McDonald's for this bit. We don't even know if they're part of the telethon anymore. I have no fucking idea.
McDonald's is usually a big corporate
They probably
sponsor.
do, yeah.
But you got to think all these corporate sponsors were like, all right, we'll give you 10 years to try to figure this shit out. And I think this was the 44th year. Wow, 44 years, and they're just stuck. They're stuck doing this until Jerry dies.
So who here it is, 2009. Watch for appearances by Dolly Parton, Reba McEntire, Tony Orlando, Charo.
Which is the original broadcast?
Yeah, I know. This is the first telethon.
I was going to say, what is this, 1979?
Winona, Train, Bo Bice, Terry Fader.
I don't know.
Comedian George Wallace.
Lee Greenwood.
Joshua Bell, accompanied by Frankie Marino. And, of course, Three Dog Night, and many more. Very relevant.
And
ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Three Dog Night.
You know what the problem is?
Why? Who?
You know what the problem is with this? The many more?
Yeah.
Should have been all the names you just listed.
Yeah, that was
Those
the
are the many more. It should have been like A-listers and then many more, which would have been all these people.
Because then they bring in like the fucking, the Bronx high school fucking marching band does their thing. And
What's the names right above it?
Yeah, I don't know. Was that last year?
No, that's they were this.
That was from this year as well.
Celine Dion, Kid Rock, Sugarland, Ludacris, and dozens more, including celebrity co-hosts Nancy O'Dell and Tom Bergeron, who is very harmless. Tom Bergeron does the new America's Funniest Home Videos, which is just called AMV now.
Why?
Or AFV.
Why do we have to abbreviate
America's
everything?
Funniest Videos. Because they don't want it to be like the old video show. Don't get confused.
Let's watch AMV.
Yeah.
What? They don't want to confuse it with the Bob Saget version? That was a tremendous success for a decade? Well, here we go. Let's listen to some Jerry Lewis telethon audio. We got a fine clip here where Jerry gets very upset at his sponsor because their sign is blocking his view of the donation total.
Oh, Christ. It's going to be wacky.
Yes.
Jerry, I think we have a toast. Mr. Lewis, give you a look. Woo! There you go.
I'd give anything to see the number up there, but South Point put their goddamn advertisement under it.
Jesus.
Hello? It's okay.
So did Hitler.
Wow.
And King of Comedy.
Yeah. And the broad was trying there.
Yeah. She's like, Jerry, take a look.
She had nice energy, excitement.
Jerry, but the motherfucking sign is in the way. All right, Jerry, you're cranky. We understand.
Jesus.
Where's the clip? Do we have the faggot clip?
You should only get muscular dystrophy.
Now I got to go see that movie again. Got to watch it again. Now, Jerry.
We got that?
We're into hour 18. Look how good he moves that camera, because son of a gun.
Hold on.
Wherever
Can you pause that for 1
goes.
second?
Yes.
Sorry, guys. But Eddie Munster would like to ask me a question while we're on the radio. What's that, sir?
No, he's not.
He's asking me questions while I'm on the air.
No,
yes.
he didn't do
Why
this.
are you asking him questions?
I'm very sorry. I was told by Kenny to kindly get the receipt for breakfast this morning. So,
cool.
I'm very sorry.
Can he give you any other orders that may want to interfere with the show?
Not right now.
That couldn't have waited for a break or.
My deepest apologies.
Okay.
No one was out there to pull you back in, huh? Because I've noticed this about you a couple of times out that glass window. You've almost barged in the studio a couple of times and had to have been held back by certain people.
Yeah, I get very excited.
Yeah, you're one of those just barge in kind of guys.
Yeah. Cool. Did you want to? You could take these too. I don't eat these potatoes, but thank you.
No.
Give them to Kenny because Kenny wants them.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, Kenny usually eats Jimmy's potatoes.
You're not wearing your name tag. What was it?
Graham.
It's Graham.
Graham.
I don't have
He's
the giant
guar
name
guy.
tag. Yeah.
He's got the guar.
He's jerking off the guar
I jerked
guy.
off the big penis.
Right, you did.
Yeah.
I remember that like it was last week.
Yeah.
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 Amazing.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm very sorry again.
Well, don't mention it. It's just a radio show that we were in the middle of.
If you need anything else for tax purposes, let us know.
All right. No problem, guys.
Why does Kenny need a receipt?
Oh, no, Kenny's out there. Oh,
Kenny's
boy.
gonna kill this kid.
Oh, shit.
Good.
Kenny's going to give him a talking to.
Perhaps a bit more, if I may be so bold.
That thin, angry head just looking down at you.
Oh, God, those beady fucking angel
Was he just
eyes.
drinking a soda on YouTube?
He did look like that kid.
So I wanted to hear the clip, but
where were we?
What clip? Oh, the Jerry. Well,
Yes.
this is the Jerry Lewis clip that got him in trouble last year or 2 years ago.
As much trouble as an old fucking 80-something-year-old guy doing a telethon can get into.
Sure.
They really didn't give him too much flack for it.
Hit it.
We're into hour 18. Look how good he moves that camera, because son of a gun. Wherever I go, he goes. Let's see what you do with this over here. Oh, your family has come to see you. You remember Bart, your oldest son? Jesse, the illiterate fag. No.
He tried to catch himself.
He just said fag, I mean.
But he was going to say faggot.
Yeah, of course.
And it went fag. No.
No, yeah.
No. Oh, I forgot what I was. Illiterate faggot. What is he thinking? The telethon.
He not love old people.
Fucking kook. Old people don't care.
Trying to raise money.
Oh, he doesn't care.
Goddamn signs in front of everything.
Goddamn, he said. Right.
Well, this is how he ended this year's telethon. It's just terrific.
Hope it's full.
Kenny, Gordy, Garrett, Bill. Oh, my guys, I thank you all so much. And the nicest thing you'll ever hear in your life is that when you're on deck with me, I feel so damn comfortable knowing that you're all there doing what you do. I want you, all of you guys, to know my gratitude. And one day we'll get together and have a drink, and then I'll give you a hug or something.
Well, it's just getting lower and lower.
Well, that's God taking his soul. I think it's just about over for Mr. Lewis.
How old is he? He's in his 80s.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? He said one day we'll have a drink or whatever.
Yeah.
I bet you he's been working with these guys for over 40 years.
Forever.
And he's going to finally sit down and have a drink with them.
Can we have a drink?
Right.
And then I'll give you a hug or something. Or make a donation. You never know. Are we going to take the lights down? I really think so. It would be better. It's too much of an audience light that's shining in my eyes. And with my new eyes, where are my glasses? I don't need them.
What is wrong with him?
Old age.
He's old. Sorry.
When you walk through a storm, keep your head up high.
They can't.
And don't be
it's on their shoulder.
Afraid of the dark.
Joey can't keep his big steroid head up either.
At the end of the storm is a golden sky.
Yeah.
And the sweet silver song of a lark. Walk on through the wind. Walk on through the rain, though your dreams be tossed and blown. Walk on with hope in your heart.
Is he getting all choked up again like he does every year?
And you'll never walk alone. You'll never
walk. And the song ends.
Again.
Walk on.
Yeah, right.
With hope in your heart.
Roll on.
You'll never, ever
Walk on or don't.
You will never
need shoes.
How many syllables in you? Hear that you?
Thank you all. God bless you. Good night.
I think you will long. The kids in a later one.
Okay, Nugget. What's next?
I don't care. I'm just don't go over. I don't care. He does not care.
Now go home and get your fucking shine box.
Frank Vincent wasn't very sympathetic to
Not
the
at
cause.
all. Ruined my party wheeling in like that.
Never walk alone.
A lot of people saying he sounds like Uncle Paul.
Oh, well.
Doing the telethon this
like
year.
they could run away.